Hello friends. So today I'm going to be making a corset using this pattern. It's McCall's 3636. Let's see if I can locate the year really quick. I've had this pattern for several years. I don't know when the copyright date is on this, but I know I made view either A or B back in, I think it was 2005. I'll throw up a picture of me in it. I think I sewed this. I certainly hope I did. Otherwise, I donated it to Goodwill. But anyways, I'm going to remake it today. And it calls for five pieces. Here are the pieces, plus your interfacing and lining. So if you add lining and interfacing, all those pieces is 15, right? 5 lining, 5 interfacing, 5 fabric, okay? You can use stays. That's optional. I do have some stays. We'll see if we use them. But here's the deal. I am going to be using some leftover pieces from a quilted blanket that I did a lovely garment on. I'll put a link in the description box. I made a beautiful jacket and skirt, and that blanket has been the gift that keeps on giving. And since it's already lined on both sides, completely finished, I'm going to see if this will be sturdy enough for me to use, for me to make without lining and without stays. So to get started, I've already cut my pieces out. Now I'm just going to go back because I did not actually cut out my notches. I'm going to mark all of my notches and my other, whatever other markings I need. And then I'm just going to begin sewing. Okay, so step one, I'm going to open this up and show you guys. I intricately and very carefully cut these pieces out so that they wouldn't be mirrored, okay? I didn't want just random pattern, so I'm going to try and match these up as best as I can. So step one is to stitch these two center fronts together. So right sides have been sewn together. There's some good matching here and here, but not so great here. And that's really not my fault because the fabric just does not have equal distances from place to place on this because it stretches because it's been quilted. So all of the matching isn't going to be super perfect. So I did go ahead and just finish my stitches off with a serging stitch. And so the next step is to take my side fronts and to sew them on. Again, these have been cut to where they match, and so now I'm going to sew these together, put right sides together, and I usually pin at the top and just kind of see where I may need to ease, okay? And then that kind of lets me know if I'm going to start at the top or the bottom so that I can ease in properly so that I can benefit from the way the feed dogs run. You know how it pulls on the top sometimes. So I'm going to use that to my benefit to help me with the easing. Oh, and I did want to say I did locate the copyright date for this pattern. It's actually 2002, if you can see that small writing. So I made an error, a mistake earlier when I said I made this in 2006. I think I made it in 2003. Oh my God. So that was what, 20 years ago or 30 years ago? No, 20 years ago. Oh God, I was so young. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the look again that you see me wearing this in from 2003 is upholstery fabric, if I didn't say that earlier. And it worked really well. It was a good sturdy fabric. It really sucked me in. And I loved wearing this. I actually made it for a show that I did way back then. And a friend a lady who was a friend of my mom's came by to preview the garments before the show, and she was like, I'm buying this. So yeah, now the memories are returning. So I don't think I did give that one to the Goodwill. I think I sold it to a very happy customer. Okay, my loves, a quick note. This is a really good time to use your tailor's hem when you're pressing on something that has these nice curves. You can really pull those seams out and get in there and just make those curves. Ooh la la. I love when I'm making something that's real curvy like this, because I know ooh, it's gonna fit so nice and give me that feminine vibe that we all love to have. And this fiber, I think, is gonna make a really nice corset. It's already feeling pretty good and sturdy. Okay, looks like the next stop is side fronts. And I think they're gonna go, wait a minute, is that the same piece? Okay. I think they're gonna go like this. Yes. So let me get these pinned on. And I'll stitch these right sides together and serge as I've done on the other pieces. They do a call for top stitching, but I'm just gonna wait and make sure that I like the fit before I do any top stitching, if I do any top stitching. All right, friends, this project is moving along really quickly. I'm loving this. It's giving me a lot of instant gratification. I am now getting ready to sew my back pieces on. So I have my center back pieces and my side back pieces. Again, I did try to cut these where they mirror each other, but as you can see, the print is not consistently the same on each side. See how this is the same, but this isn't? So it's not going to be an exact match. And I have to make sure that when I go to sew these on, I'm using the right sides, because they don't match on this side. The print is not consistent all the way through, because this is two different pieces of the fabric that's been quilted together. It's a really nice weight though. It's great. This is gonna be perfect. It's gonna be supportive and but not too stiff. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get these sewn together, and then we'll come back and address inserting the zipper. Well, friends, don't forget to get those tailor hems out for this project and work those curves, baby. Like my grandmother used to say, press every step of the way. Hey! Now let's talk about the zipper insertion. I found this really cute pack of 10-inch multicolored contrasting color zipper teeth separating zippers on Amazon. I don't remember what I paid, but look, aren't those the cutest? Oh my gosh, you guys, go check the link in the description box for these. This is going to be perfect for my corset here. I'm looking at this thinking, ooh, maybe I needed some 9-inch zippers. Yeah, this means I'm going to have to add some length to the bottom, because see, shucky darn. All right, so I got some finagling to do. I've got to add something on the bottom here, which is not a problem. I'll show you guys how I will do that. Okay, loves, when we encounter things we need to address with our sewing projects, we look at these as opportunities for designing, adding a unique element to our garments, etc., etc. We figure out what to do and we sail right on through, right? We don't let these things frustrate us or get the best of us. Sewing is problem solving. And we were made for this, ladies. We were born to solve problems. That's just what we do. Ta-da! I'm telling you, this blanket is the gift that keeps on giving. So here is another scrap piece that I have left over. And I'm just going to figure out how I want it to lay down here. And I think I'm going to go with this because it kind of looks like, you know, there's some things, similar things going on each side. I'm going to use this for my center, back. So I'm going to come in and cut off a piece about as thick as I can get it, which will end up about like this. I think that's about 3.5 extra inches. I'm going to come in and sew that on, and then there will be ample space for my zipper. So let's see, actually, once I make my seam allowance, it will be more like here. And for this, it will be even okay if it doesn't zip all the way to the edge. So I will determine how much more I want. Now, you may be wondering, well, how are you going to address the side seams? I got you, boo. I got you. Because when I get ready to lay my front on, this is going to be longer. I'm just going to gradually taper that off and make me a little ducktail. You see where I'm going with that? So I'm going to taper. Aha! Cut around, come around, come around, come around, taper here, and make me a nice little like ducktail in the back, the center back. And then that way we won't have this extra. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that process. Your girl was working fast. Did y'all catch all that? Okay. So yeah, you get the general idea. So what I need to do first is go ahead and do my top stitching here. Then I'm going to come in and add these pieces to the bottom, right sides together, stitch, turn, do more top stitching. Then I can finally insert the zipper. I was wrong about the top stitching, wasn't I? This top stitching added an element of beauty to this. It just looks so nice and crisp. Oh my. My. You got me wanting to sing, y'all, but I'm not going to do that today. I told you, I really do hear music when things are going really well with my sewing projects. Okay, like for now, what song is playing in my head? Okay, of course. My by Johnny Gill. My, hey, you're sure looking good tonight. Because I think I'm going to be looking good when I wear this. Woo! Okay. Yeah. All right, let's get this zipper in. This is going to be one of the easiest zipper installations you ever had to do whenever you are doing a separating zipper installation on a garment that does not require a lining. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Just going to line that up. I'm going to pin at the top. Pin midway down. Making sure everything is nice and flat as I go. And pin at the bottom of the zipper tape. Yes, pinning is essential for me. All right, so as you know, once we get that in, we'll just turn it under. And I mean, I think I want a little bit of that pink zipper tape to show. So I'm going to make sure that when I stitch, I'm going to leave just a little peekaboo. I see you. Okay, I'm going to change and put my zipper foot on. This is the part that requires me to be patient filming because I like to just zoom when I sew, and it's not easy to keep this camera in place while I am stitching. I'm just gonna break it down and be completely honest with you about that. But I love doing this so much, and I want to share as much as I possibly can. So let's get into it. I'm checking where my needle is going to come down. I think I want to move my needle a few spaces over because, like I said, I want a little bit of that zipper tape to show. So now as I'm looking where it's going to come down, I think I like that a bit better. Okay, I'm going to start stitching, so I'm going to have to move the camera just a little bit while I grab the foot pedal with my toes. All right, now it's time to drop the pedal and go. Pardon me while I adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, I'll do my best to sew while I'm holding the camera. So you didn't know that right now my little tripod is like a thigh master. That's how I get it done. Okay. And so on and so forth. I might drop the camera a little bit so I can really get in here and make sure I'm doing this nice and even. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm doing okay right now with the camera. Yes, honey. All right, all right, all right. Ding! And we take a look-see. Oh, girl, that is cute. Isn't that just the cutest thing you ever did see? Wanted to show you the back. This is what the wrong side, or the wrong side, I should say. This is what the wrong side looks like. So now it's time to sandwich front and backs and stitch them together at the side seams. Don't you just love it when you get to the place in your garments where you can take pattern instructions and tuck them neatly away and just enjoy finishing the garments artistically without worrying about looking at the guide sheet. So a lot has happened off camera. What I did after sewing my front and backs together at the sides was to try it on. To make sure everything was fitting properly. And I did have to make some adjustments. I had to take it in a little bit more in the waist. I had to take the shoulder seams up a little bit more. A few things like that. What else did I do? Then I went in and I top stitched over all my seams afterward. I probably should have waited and serged until after I made my adjustments because I had to go back and serge over some of the existing serging that I had already done. And so consequently, in my opinion, the inside in the front where I made those adjustments does not look as neat like the back does. I don't know. It's probably not that big a deal, but I am a particular seamstress. Little things like that do matter to me. It doesn't matter to me all the time, and it doesn't matter to others. I'm not, this is no shade or saying this is what you have to pay attention to. I'm just talking about my personal passion for garment construction. And thank you guys for allowing me to share my passion for garment construction with you. So this is the back. After I looked at this, I thought, oh man, that would have really been cute to put that zipper in the center front too. That could have been a way of hacking the pattern, if you will. But what I'm going to do to finish this off is I'm going to add this beautiful lace all around the bottom. I think I'm going to come in and stitch it on like this, and then turn it up and top stitch all the way around the bottom. And I'll probably do something similar here because it is quite low in the front and I don't need that much cleavage being exposed. So this is also going to help me give me some extra coverage. So I'm going to do that here and here. And then I'm going to add a little detailing to give me a sleeve-ish look, kind of like a cap sleeve. So this is going to end up looking more like what I'm going to refer to as a, what is this? Corset top. Because mine, this is the view I made. It's going to be like this, but I'm going to add some sleeve detailing. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment and let me know what you think about my method of making a corset out of a quilted pillowcase. So I featured this pillowcase on a prior video. I think I had said I was going to make a pair of shorts out of it, but ta-da! This is what it turned out to be instead. This lovely corset. This is the second one that I made. The other one that I did the tutorial on that you just watched was remnants left over from a lightweight quilted blanket. This was actually, but this one was actually a set of pillowcases. So there were 2 California king size pillowcases. And so that's what I made from it. And this is another one of those really cute zippers. Let me give you a close-up. These zippers are two-toned. See, the teeth are a different color than the tape. Check the link in the description box for those. Those are great for these little corsets. This one is fully lined. I used the lining material that was actually inside of the pillowcase. So, I mean, this was a complete win-win. Let me know in the comments below if you think you might try making one from a quilted pillowcase. You don't need stays because this material, it's really the perfect fabric. It's firm enough to hold without stays. It's very comfortable, yet it still feels really lightweight on the body. I'm telling you guys, I really think you should give it a try. These decorative lace trims, they really do something. It kind of has like a Victorian vintage feel, but yet modern and crisp. I love it. You can get those at Hobby Lobby about every other week. You all probably already know they have their trims on sale for 40% off. So let me run back out to Hobby Lobby and get a few more for y'all, buy them up. Thanks for watching. Peace and blessings.